Hey, what's up, guys? As you see, we're playing Doki Doki Literature Club. This game is almost 8 years old. Jesus fuck. Alright, we're gonna be playing this game. I haven't touched this game since I got it. I haven't touched this game, so... Nope. I haven't touched this game since I got it, so let's play. Okay, let's do it. Whew. I haven't laid a finger on this game since I've got it, so oh. My volume, hold on. Why's my volume that low? Jesus. Oh, I didn't get to read the first part, but... By playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you are elite. Yeah, I am 13 years old. Yes, I agree. I've seen worse things. Characters are girls and I can't really do high voices. We're just gonna go by how I think they would sound as boys. So if the voice acting's terrible, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna go for Kenneth. I go by Kenneth on this channel. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's gonna chase me like this, I almost feel better off just running away. However, I sigh and idle in front of this crosswalk and let's say all magic. I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Hey, you say that as like you're thinking of a norm. That's mean, Kenneth. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the screen. There's a lot of reading in this game, so you're gonna hear a lot of stuttering. Whatever. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Kenneth, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on an average while spending my free time on games and anime. What a loser. I was talking about how I was worried that you won't learn to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. In addition, the school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice to start with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Why are you such a loser? Dude! I'm not calling people who like anime a loser. Don't get me wrong, I like anime too, but not to this degree. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. Damn. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's gonna make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, know what? Well, that you could come to my club, Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to club. Meanie. Sayori is the vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it'd be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to anime club. You know what? I would say something, but I just continue. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring a new member, and Natsuki make cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to plan all this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly followed Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-grade classes and activities. Third year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. Eh? I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure to meet you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, Sayori? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Kenneth, what a surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is I can't. It's full of incredible. What are you looking at? If you wanted to say something, just say it. Sorry. Natsuki. the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that then turns back towards the girls. I'm not saying this game is cringy, but the amount of cringe I'm expressing here is impeccable. Okay. Anyways, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparatively more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. Damn. And it sounds like you already know Monica, right? Is that right? That's right. It's good to see you again, Kenneth. Monica smiles. The snake! She's doing the snake! That's a GT Live reference if you didn't know. The snake! She's doing the snake. We do know each other well. We do know each other well. We rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Kenneth. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit right next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, got a little too excited. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been wide enough so there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Of course you do, soy boy. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! I'm not saying that. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate used to make the ears. So cute! I had no idea you were this good at baking, Natsuki. I'm not doing voices anymore, I can't. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, and Monica, I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full and has managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice she's sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. She's a tsundere. Ah, shit. Also, I'm gonna save my game every now and then for like important. I'm only gonna save my game through like important events. Also, every Doki Doki Literature Club video is going to be an hour long, just like Deltarune. So yeah. Also, Deltarune Part 2 is coming up. I just gotta make the thumbnail. So yeah. Well, maybe, but it's not for you, you dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting the teapot down next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in your classroom, in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I don't know what you mean, because I don't drink tea. I guess. I'll read that in a second, but I know in like situations like I don't drink tea. Don't let yourself get imitated by don't let yourself get imitated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not insulted. Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I don't enjoy tea. I don't like tea. It's not that I don't drink tea, it's just that I don't like it. But maybe I'll like it in the future. You never know. I'm glad. Alright, anyways. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I probably shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? President of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? Weren't you you could probably be a board member for any major club. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around major clubs. It feels nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. That's whatever. That could go for you too. You just do whatever you want. Just do whatever you want. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting all their effort into something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. hard to convince people that you're both fun and one for one. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we all can grow up this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll all do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they're all so delighted at the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about the club. So no voices. So Kenneth, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga, I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyways, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with a finger. I wish I had a face cam so you could see exactly what I was doing, but whatever. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is exactly impressive. Yuri goes on and clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes lit up. She finds her comfort in the world in books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you a loop? Anyways, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Horror book once. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped the stuff I can't pay at a minimum level. Now, I don't watch shows pretty often, but I don't watch shows often, but I do like a show that can I do like a show or like a book that can make me think what's gonna happen, you know? I like those types of shows and books. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I can't really put it down. Bro, same! Oh my god! Yuri. I love it. Yuri's the best. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if it's only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes started over to me for a split second. Never mind. behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. Lord help me. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like that. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at me. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all. Maybe it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Kenneth? Monica smiles warmly at me again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly confess. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with distracted eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought. You all. I'm defenseless against this girl. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with this girl. You are such a simp. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes! I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arm around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would have been super pissed. And it's official. Have fun smelling Monica's hair, Natsuki. And it's official. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring it to the next meeting, so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Kenneth, I'm looking forward to see how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel like the anxiety is welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Kenneth, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she's always staying after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! Transition. With that, the two of us depart to the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy? Will I time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Okay, we're halfway through this video, so let's do it. Together. Okay, ready? Friend. 5x. Okay. Why are you into pain? Determination. Alone. Tragedy. Color. Bouncy. Horror. Disguise. Sweet. Katie. Skirt. Lust. And alright. That's the Hi again, Kenneth. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last one to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Kenneth. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't even know if your plan is to come here and hang out or what. Well, if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you clearly have a big mouth for someone who keeps a manga collection in the classroom! Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Kenneth always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without even asking. Like cooking and cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is always messy. It's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come you and Kenneth can be great good friends too? Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me in. Oh, Yuri brought you something today, you know. Wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal, but it's really not. What I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal out of it if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you want. This is... How is a girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but to notice her intense expression, like like she's waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slunk down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book here you gave me. I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori and his conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know. We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative mind. What's this? Sayori's taking this really seriously. It's rare for her to hear. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Huh? That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, we could. Cupcakes? Good thinking. Natsuki would love that. Ha, you're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details on the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But the therein lies in the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can always put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. What? I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair, which is awkward because it's attached to your desk. Sorry. Wait, actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't a napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that's why you're in a club. You have less time for anime, you know? You need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder and see Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? That's a secret. I knew it. Come on! At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glances around herself. How's it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look at your hair sticking out. Look at your hair. Look, your hair is all sticking out around here. That's how my hair is like that too, but I want it to be that way. I don't care. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair to try to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look at your bow isn't even straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar here. Try to wipe off the stain with my finger. nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I don't really care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sailor, why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Damn. Eh? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Why am I getting this angle? I don't like this angle. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does things like this. Eh? Don't say that. You're making it stop. Yeah, man, a cringe! The cringe I'm expressing right now. Ah! Might as well save. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. If you ever buttoned it up, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs just got... It means my boobs got bigger again! Don't say that out loud! Anyway, you look much better now, so... why does it feel... It's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew, that's so much better. Sayori puts her arms and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, I won't have a boyfriend. I get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would. So anyway, that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. I'm saying all these embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. It's a deal. I guess we are better at taking care of each other than we are taking ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should walk to come wake me up into the rain. You're doing it again, Sayori. Oh, I was joking this time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Veronica suddenly calls out. Why don't we all share our poems we wrote now? Yay! Kenneth, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember I meant to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never done anything like this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf, or torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's persistent handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki reluctantly comply as well, pulling out reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Alright. Who should I share first? Oh, Sayori, obviously. I'm definitely most comfortable with sharing with Sayori. She's my good friend after all. Oh my goodness. This is so good, Kenneth. idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. Check the record. Okay. Still have 20 minutes of this left. 14, but whatever. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe not Suki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know. So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a kind of poem. And that makes it extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It kind of reminds me how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. Trying new things like this for other people, that's something only a really good person would do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her, yeah. And I'm going to make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold on to that then. Yay! You'll be my poem too, right? Don't worry. I'm really bad at this. Well, let's see about that. Okay. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Sayori. This isn't just a guess, but did you wait until morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Oh yeah, I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah, especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Well, anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm going to write the best poem ever. I guess I'll look forward to it. Oh, this video's over. Well, Natsuki will be probably the last one. Well, it's about what I expected for someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. I just didn't invoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. You wanna get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can sleep. Eagles can fly. People can try, but that's about it. Feel like this is a rap. Monkeys can climb, hey, monkeys can climb, hey, crickets can leap, hey, horses can monkeys can climb, hey, monkeys can climb, hey, monkeys can climb, hey, monkeys can climb, hey, crickets can leap, hey, hey, horses can race, hey, owls can sleep. 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 No, I'm not trying anymore. I'm just gonna reread it. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can sleep. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. That's a short poem. Yeah. Told you you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style would make the message any less valid. Yes, exactly. It's like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing people around you seeing people around you do great things can really be disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing is simply writing. Writing is that what puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then make it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feelings in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. And what about... Okay, Yuri is the last one I'm looking at. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah? Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess it might be after reading through it. So it's bad. No! Did I raise my voice? Sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I can't help but notice that it's in several minutes we haven't really gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I didn't really notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there's a specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their writing style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they fit the two together. The end result is that it's both style both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as she's demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone. She sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a single poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a bit biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about other people like that. Sorry, it's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamingly, as if it's a rare opportunity for her. Which herself, it's kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the emerald glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue hue of the future. I bathe, calm, the breathing air of the present while living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry if I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it looked like you took a long time to read. Well, I don't read script very often. I just don't read script. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was very descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Kenneth. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it at all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than just tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject on the poem. Perhaps the subject on the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in our last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, if it makes you happy to think that. Just remember that it won't be. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on one of these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Oh, this episode's almost over. But I'll extend it just for Monica. Hi, Kenneth. Having a good time so far? Yes. Yeah. Good. Glad to hear that. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring up things, okay? Okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Kenneth. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we all learn to get past it. Yeah, it's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of what something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sort of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being, even if you show it in a different way. Ways. It ends up being more similar than you think. I studied so much. I need a drink. Alright, I'm back. So I think that's kind of the vibe I'm getting from reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has a kind of gentle feel to it. I can't tell if she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy can enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up finding different things a lot. It could take a while. It could take a while, but it could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the writing style that suits you. Everyone else might be a bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it. That's a long poem. I get to scroll. Hole in the wall. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the sparkle. Spackle. It couldn't be me. See the direction sparkle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film let out of the sun. But it's too late. My retinas is always scorched, marched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking up. I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in. Dang. So what do you think? It's very freeform if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. That's okay. I get that kind of style's it's pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I have some kind of I've had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is feeling better, is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a certain point. Specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Phew, I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little bit more stressful than I anticipated. It's as everyone's is judging me for my mediocre writing skills. You know, this episode is already an hour long. We're making it 2 hours. You're gonna stay in here for another 53 minutes. Okay. Anyway, as if everyone's judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if it's just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is just a literature club after all. I sigh. Let me say real quick. There we go. I guess that's what I end up saying to get myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper sharing their respective poems. As they read and I watch as their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismisses, turns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly... It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have a hard time to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. I was looking for suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would ask someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Kenneth did too. So based on that, I'd gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't need to change anytime soon unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Kenneth liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Huh? That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up. Maybe you're just jealous that Kenneth appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? How do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out my way to make everything that I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Kenneth started showing up. Oh my god! Oh my god! What is happening? Can someone tell me what is happening? Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me, and as if they noticed I was standing there. Kenneth, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Kenneth. Wait, there's a reason why we have so many deep, expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning in the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it is also a waste. You understand that? Right, Kenneth. Well? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I grew with would probably think more highly of me. So of course that's gonna be sorry, Natsuki, I'm going to Fury on this one. Natsuki, you're right that I liked your poem. See? Wait. That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't have picked a fight with someone because their opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. You wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. You're a seriously talented writer. It's not a secret that I was impressed. Well, but here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting their feelings into it. And it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I didn't notice that. I'm sorry. It's truly been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've ever seen them fight like that. I promise, they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just want your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Kenneth, it's nice to get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get everyone made me the happiest. And to think everyone likes you too. Every day is gonna be so much fun. I look at Sayori still at the con. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, we'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her. But it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Oh, okay, yeah, let's do this. Well, time to write a poem again. Bliss. Imagination. Cry. Vehicle. Another day passes, and it's time for the club's meeting over. I've gotten a little more Yeah, every episode is going to be at least 2 hours long, so this will be a shorter series, so yeah. Get 2 hours of me. 2 hours on this chair. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Kenneth. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you on a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come take me to buy a snack? No thanks. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't you take a look at your purse anyway? Why is that on the site? No reason really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously releases her phone first. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down, letting its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and you want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money, so I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry, and so that leaves you with one option. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. You're so ridiculous. I didn't notice she was listening. I didn't notice that when she was listening. Her face is in her book as always. Sorry, I wasn't listening or anything. Just something in my book. Yuri, how can it let me borrow some money? Don't get me involved in all like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy stuff you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after putting a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough I didn't mean that at all. I got too absorbed in my goal. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the retribution. That. Still coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside of all of Don't let him fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she would bring me to the club before she even told me. But it wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me some more credit for that, Sayori. Dang! Wow! Ah! Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow! What was... a cookie! Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my retribution. Actually, that almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes, so I was love seeing your reaction though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Geez, just eat it. Sayori tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sayori claps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're really going through a lot to just over one cookie. I swear, it feels like Sayori puts 110% of into everything she's doing. Natsuki takes a big bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Eat. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why not think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori lets out her sea and goes, Natsuki. Jeez, I get it. Cookie's still in hand. Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sayori trots away into safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori to... Eh? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Ugh. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have you ever heard of anything about her being late today? Not to me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She's probably has something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Eh? You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. What, a boyfriend? Okay. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. Gary, you shouldn't be saying that. You of all people shouldn't be saying that. These two, Natsuki and Sayori, I get it, but you, Gary, no. I can see Sayori or not. I can see Natsuki saying that, but you, Yuri, come on now. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly, the door swings open. Sorry, super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Eh? Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must have not heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't where you played. I wasn't aware that you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. So, in that case, I won't let you down, Kenneth. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share one, so I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't mean anything. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mysterious escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Sayori's back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Ugh! I hear Natsuki utter an ecstatic gasp in the closet. Seems she's annoyed by something. I approach her and hit. You looking for something in there? Freaking Monica. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point of keeping your collection organized if someone's just gonna mess it up? Natsuki sides a bunch of stacked books, looks in boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How'd you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga. On the side of the shelves. Curious, I pull out a stack. There it is. Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. Then she turns to a box of manga and spills the volume right into the middle to the rest. Much better. Seeing a box set up. Seeing a box set up with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I never heard in my life. That probably means that it's either way of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can do a glass of that door. She points at the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was your tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Kenneth. Consider this a lesson straight from the book. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the closet. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shoves the book right in my hands. I stare at the cover. It feels like it features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly low. Don't just stand there. Ugh. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She takes a seat against the wall beneath the window sills. She pats the ground next to her, saying, "Sit there." Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take the seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't guess it's just easier to be close to them. Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses his arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's partially a bad thing. I opened the book. It's only been a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming her additional space she holds several moments. And I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has that? How long is it since I read the beginning? You don't go back and forth or leaves every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I finish the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typically slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be a plot? Well, obviously. I think I would just enjoy something that didn't have a plot. I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with the guy at the ice cream shop. But that just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like when they're all getting into their backstories and when some of romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it so good. There are so many touching parts. Is that so? It sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait. What's that supposed to mean? Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant that I haven't seen you at your full power. Good save. This chapter seems to be about baking. This is a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? Well, Natsuki pauses for a moment as if she just want to admit something. Yeah. Why does that matter? It doesn't. I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got this manga. Like I would ever get into anything, but because it's a manga. I feel bad for anyone that's impressionable. Ha! Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still of all the hobbies to pick up from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention she's really good at it. So who am I to judge? Oh. Okay. We read on for a few more minutes. I finished a couple chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read. Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun starting something that you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean. You don't? That's not... Well, I shouldn't really know. Well, what do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being like, eh? You still haven't grown out of it yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. I know this type of people. Honestly, it takes a lot more effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time. Because it's probably harder for someone like you. I guess that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't really keep up my own room. I don't even know. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found us. At least it's safe in the club room. Except Monica is kind of a jerk about it. I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off at the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying it yourself, right? So? Geez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. Suddenly, Natsuki starts laughing. I totally forgot that happens. Natsuki puts her fingers on one of the panels. Minori's my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her because she's so unlucky. But it gets bad when I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish this chapter. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling when you get when connecting with someone like this. And being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom is a rare experience. Man, this has been going on for a long time. Jeez. Anyways, the thought makes me smile a little bit to myself. Okay, everyone. Are you all ready with today's poems? Oh, come on. Could your timing be any worse? Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. Though, you do look pretty cozy over there. Natsuki suddenly noticed how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself with a good 12 inches away from me. Alright, guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it to Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Do you want to know what happens? Yes, but Monica just said, don't be dumb. Just take it home. Just take it home with you. Okay? Is that really alright? I said that mostly because I didn't plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course. It would take forever to finish if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. If it gets bent, I'll kill you. Tomorrow? I only got part way through the walking so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. But I suppose that's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I most scared what will happen if I don't finish it? Alright then. I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff carefully and carefully slip the book into my bag. Well, Sayori's always gonna be first. Oh, I like this one, Kenneth. It has some nice feelings to it. I'm glad. Still though, your tone makes it sound like you liked yesterday's poem better. Guess you caught me. Sometimes you know me a little too well for my own good. Well, don't just try to be nice about it. If I'm doing a bad job, then I'd rather just hear it. No. I still like this one, I promise. You know I wouldn't lie to you, Kenneth. Never ever. Yeah, I guess so. What made yesterday's poem so great compared to this one then? Well, I'm not really good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. So that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Why don't you get at least trying? Why don't you at least try giving yourself some thought? You want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Eh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep that in mind. Whatever. Anyways, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Sometimes I like sad poems too. Something's a little bit off. Is there a word for that? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like that things are happy and then things get happy and sad. I can't see you like it's something sad, Senor. Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can give a rain cloud a little hug and make it a happy rain, and a nice happy rainbow. Say, that's unexpectedly poetic. It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my. Maybe I'm getting better at expressing. Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Kenneth. I should go write that down, and then you can read my poem now. Bottles. I pop off my scab like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb, forefinger, and hands. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper, my fingers go. Like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow off the dust that the bottle wraps. It doesn't feel like time has elapsed. My empty shelf comes. My friends look through my locked front door. Mighty all done, I open up my friends. They come in such a hurry. They want my bottles that much. I frantically pull them from the shelf one after, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. Every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts. It shards, words all over the floor. They were supposed to be my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading something, but all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Jeez. Holy crap. Yeah, holy crap indeed, dude. Sayor, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but, I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is that it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing is the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of being in touch with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Natsuki reads my poem. She keeps glancing at me and then back to the poem. But by now, she must have read more than once. Aren't you supposed to be bad at this? Is that a compliment? No, I mean, Natsuki struggles to find the word she wants. I just expected a lot less after what you showed me yesterday. That's all. Well, I guess I got lucky with this one. Yeah, exactly. You just got lucky, Don't get used to it. You won't always manage to write poems this cute, I mean, well written. No, so that's how it is. My poem is cute. No, why are you smiling? It's not like I like cute things. Natsuki shoves the poem back towards me. Huh? Reading it again? I decided that it's not so great after all. It's too cute and Doki Doki. Doki Doki. Doki Doki Literature Club. It would only impress, girls who like those kinds of things. For some reason, Natsuki is incredibly easy to see through. Well, anyway, you're gonna read mine now, right? Judging by your taste, you'll probably like this one a lot. You'll probably learn something too. Don't forget what a real pro is. Alright. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I hear her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the beat, to the rhythm of the words. Oh, she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse, but I tried to not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers, and I'm gonna tell everyone. Jeez. Jeez. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies, and it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course, it's about everyone thinks about that doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone have some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid of people find out, they make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares if you like what someone likes, as long as you're not hurting anyone? It makes them happy. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of people can too. It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow. Alright, so look forward to it. My jaw hurts from talking so much. Jesus Christ. I still have to. Let's see what you've written for today. Well done, Kenneth. Your skills are already improving. Really? Thanks, Yuri. Coming from you, that means a lot. It's nothing. I'm just happy to inspire fellow writers. I know you're new to this, so don't worry so much if it seems like you can't. Whatever. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain on like a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings and write down the things you can see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see your mind. It's a very eminent exercise. I see. That's certainly an interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have an example of that, if you'd like to read it. Of course. Is this the poem you wrote for today? The raccoon. It happened in the dead of the night. I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by this scuttering of the raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was a symptom. The bread was always hungry. My hungry curiosity. The raccoon. The moon cements its phase and reflects that much more light off the cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto a nearly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken it too far from me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I bandage my It's a little bit close. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express my vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah. If I take it at face value, then I can't even figure what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in more unusual hobbies. It's one of those sorts of things I'm used to. I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. That's funny. Did Natsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest? Huh? She did? Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah. Sounds like you two have a lot in common. Have that in common. That's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that. Don't worry, I won't. Don't worry, I have no reason to. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would have probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now. But I'm glad you're a good listener. Oh my goodness. Well, this episode is almost over, so I'm just gonna talk for the rest of the minute. Alright, I hope you enjoyed that. That was 2 hours of me in Doki Doki Literature Club. Oh my god. That took a lot of energy out of me. I have to go use the bathroom after this, so... sorry, TMI. Sorry. Anyways, I will see you guys in the next video, so... I'm just gonna drown out this next 20 seconds with me talking. Let me know if you want me to play more of this game in the comments. Just do that. Do it right now. Alright, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, do all that YouTuber stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next video.